I don't want to seem like I'm coming on this platform and beating a dead horse. I didn't even want to do this platform at all. But because what's come up in federal court now has no merit, is baseless, and is going to be refuted on our show. We're going to hold court today. Trust me, we're going to hold it right now. And we're going to go fucking line by line and figure this all out. And people are going to see shit for what it is. And that's why I'm on this fucking platform. Not to air dirty laundry. You put my fucking business out there, putting that fucking 45-page motion in play.
We got Lil Dave, man. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Man, you know, this has been a crazy journey that you've been on, man. And our audience, and most audiences know about the 1% biker culture or know of it. They know of the HA, the Hells Angels, the Vagos, the Banditos,
Right.
the Pagans. But in LA, specifically the LA area, the bell that rings the loudest has always been the Mongols MC.
Of course. That's where we originated from.
And Dave, you know, you grew up on the streets, you were running and gunning in the neighborhood. What was the appeal when you patched into the Mongols and first prospected for them?
Well, I was fortunate enough that I didn't have to prospect per se, but I did a lot of grunt work prior to becoming a full patch member of the Mongols Motorcycle Club. And because of the people I was running with Mother Chapter, Bobby Loco was my club sponsor. My club daddy is what we call it, what we refer to it as. And, you know, I hung around before I actually, you know, took the dive and came on board. It was something that I wanted to do. It was intriguing. It was the outlaw motorcycle scene. It was just, it caught my attention. And I was riding bikes. I've ridden dirt bikes and jap bikes pretty much all my teens into my early 20s. And I got my first Harley in 1992 or 3. And I started riding around with some dudes from the neighborhood. And, you know, we went to this function in Paramount Studios, the biker function. And I ran into an old friend, grew up in the neighborhood in El Sereno, Giovanni. He was part of the Mongols Motorcycle Club, East LA chapter. And we started kicking it off from there and started hanging out. And the rest is history as far as, you know, coming into the club.
Right. And I know that you climbed the ranks through Mother Chapter, right? And you eventually found yourself in a very high-ranking position.
Correct. So when I first started in the club, it was East LA chapter. Lenny was my P. Rest in peace. He passed of COVID about a couple of years ago now. And he was my P. Bobby Loco was my sergeant at arms, including my sponsor in the club. And eventually they elevated to Mother Chapter status. And so I was in East LA for a while, doing my thing for the first year. And Bobby Loco brokered off Boyle Heights chapter. Then we did West Side chapter, which was the Venice Beach, Santa Monica area. I helped with that. So I was always facilitating and helping out within the club. It was just me. It was just, I was new, I was hungry, I was pragmatic, and I just wanted to do something for the club and, you know, give it 100%, 110%. And so we started there, and a couple of things happened along the way, and there was some raids that happened during the Billy Queen thing, the undercover sting through ATF, and some guys went to jail and fighting their cases. So we ended up going into Mother Chapter, and before I went to prison, I was Mother Chapter with, you know, a bunch of the guys that are either retired or in prison right now. And that got my first look on how the whole substructure of the club operates. And we used to be in Lino's garage in the city of Commerce every week. Lino and his wife would host church and do a nice little spread, sandwiches, beer, whatever. And I loved that brotherhood, that camaraderie. It was just really cool to belong to an organization like that. And we were small at the time. there was maybe 50 members in the whole club. The only out-of-state chapter we had at the time was Oklahoma.
Wow.
We weren't even international at the time. So that's where the term national peak came, because we were just statewide, you know, coast to coast. So we just did our thing, man. We were just out there riding, having a good time. And after the raids hit in 2000, I just got out of federal prison.
Are you talking about Black Rain?
No, it was another raid that the ATF, see, the ATF has been they have had an active investigation with our club probably for the last 22 years.
And why do they have such a hard-on for you guys? And I mean, I know they watch all the one percenters, but what's the thing they have for the Mongols in particularly?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't just our club. When they first started coming around, the ATF agent, Kozlowski, Darren Kozlowski, he's the one who actually was trying to infiltrate the Mongols Motorcycle Club, Hollywood chapter, I believe it was. I'm not sure. It's in the book, I guess. But he was trying to infiltrate their club, and they basically pulled his covers, and they knew something was awry. If something was not, something funny was going on. So then he started hanging out, unbeknownst to the Mongols, because we were always ran with them and hung out with them and stuff. We had a pretty good relationship. It became tumultuous at times, but we always seemed to iron things out. We coexist with each other because we're all around in the same areas. You know, Southern California is big, but the areas that they're, it's close-knit. So Billy couldn't get through to them. So he started hanging around with the San Fernando Valley chapter. And eventually he ended up coming in. The whole time he was infiltrating the club, I knew him, he knew of me, and the club was small. Everybody knew everybody. But because I fell in 99, I did my prison term. I took a plea deal and I got a year and a day. So during the whole time I was in prison, that whole year, his investigation was ongoing. So when I got out, I actually ran into him at Tony's Hofbräu, which was a Mongol hangout. It was like our own little clubhouse right there in El Sereno, borderline Alhambra. And we used to hang out there a lot. It was a biker bar for us. And I ran into him. I was actually in the halfway house. I was out of bounds. I shouldn't even been there. But I was there, and my curfew was 9 p.m. to get back to Cornell Corrections in El Monte. And he goes, "Hey, Dave, how you doing?" I'm like, "Man, good to see you, Billy, you know." Just shot the shit, drank a couple of beers, and boom, I was gone. I was still in the halfway house when the raids went down, and I was just devastated because they took my boy, Bobby Loco. They took a lot of brothers. They had like 35 brothers, like half the club at the time. They took a lot of people. And some took plea deals. Some of the charges didn't stick. So we were regrouping after that. And it took some time to do it, but eventually we all got back on our feet and everything started going good for the club again.
Now, at this time, did the president at the time became Doc Cavazos, right? Or
no.
This was pre-Cavazos.
So the way, when I came in, I was handed my patch October 23rd, 1997. I did a lot of grunt work. They were opening up Pico chapter in Pico Rivera. And Doc was coming into that chapter as a chapter president. Him and 4 other guys, there was 5 total. I snuck in under the radar on that. I was the 6th guy. We had told Junior, he was acting National P at the time, that, hey, we're gonna patch in 6 guys of Pico. Well, it was kind of an okey-doke move. We told him after that, hey, Dave's thinking of going to East LA after all. But we had already known we were gonna do that. It's just a little politic move we did on him, but he was good with it. He was cool with it. So I ended up going to East LA chapter. Came in full patch, just as the other guys, probationary chapter came in. And at the time, they needed members, bro. It was like the Mongols had a bad reputation on the streets. Go to one of their parties, they'll try to steal your bike, try to fuck your old lady. It was scandalous the way it was. It got a really bad reputation on the streets. But the people that I came in with were really cool. Even Doc was a good guy at first, you know. But he had an agenda to climb the ladder. You know, he's seen it. You know, leadership was weak. Junior went to prison shortly after. I think he was gone for 6 or 7 years. And long-haired Dave, rest in peace, he just passed of cancer. He was my VP in East LA chapter. Like a lot of us guys, the younger, the older generation per se, we were all from East LA chapter. We started. There's been like 3 sitting presidents in this club, national presidents that have evolved from East LA chapter. So I'm proud of that. And it was me, Poor Boy, and Long Hair Dave. So there's a lot of history. A lot of history with East LA. A lot of brothers born and raised there, dudes that used to be from Maravilla, Mariana, Gage, all that. And, they got tired of the gang lifestyle. Nothing against that. You kind of outgrow it. You're not from the neighborhood no more. You get in your team. Harley riding is fun. It's freedom. And, a lot of guys came from that type of lifestyle, transitioned into the Harley, the biker community per se, the 1%er outlaw motorcycle world. And, that's where it stood. And I think Long Hair Dave was probably the P for about a year. Then elections hit. As soon as elections hit, Doc was running for the fucking office. And he didn't have enough time. He was just shy. At the time in our Constitution, it was 5 years to be a national P, to run as national P for the entire club. So you're calling shots. We have a pyramid structure. You get elected, and then you get your cabinet together on guys that you're going to be able to work with for the near future, for a year. Elections run, and you're elected for a year. So what happened, it was a political move, and Doc didn't have enough time. So when we did elections at a hotel in Pico Rivera, we're in the banquet room, they pulled an okie doke and had fucking Roger Penny. I think he was like a 20, 30-year member, probably 20-year member, 20, 30-year member, something like that, I can't remember. And Doc stood up and said, if anybody that was gonna vote for me, vote for fucking Roger. And that's how Doc did it. So I hate to say this, but Roger was a puppet. No disrespect, but you were a puppet. You knew what you were getting yourself into. And Doc was a sergeant at arms. JC was the VP. So 11 months later, about 10 months later, we're in Laughlin and all that shit kicks off with the HAs. And after it kicked off, Roger Penny was in the hospital. He got stabbed a couple of times. It was just a crazy ass situation, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. But Roger came back to find out that Doc was politicking against him to run for national office, which that was the game plan anyways. But Roger got a taste of it, of being up top, and he liked it, and he loved the fringe benefits of it. So at the next elections, because we have them once a year, Doc ran and won and continued his reign for 6 years. And that's how it evolved from Junior to Dave to fucking Roger Penny to Doc.
And would you call the Doc Cavazos era the dark ages for the Mongol Nation?
At first, Doc was a very humble man. He was cool, man. We used to go to his house, party, hang out. He always opened up his home. He just turned into somebody ugly that I didn't agree with his policy and his tactics. We were going to war with a lot of organizations over him, doing just making bad moves. Like, he claims he was from the avenues. Whatever, I've never really talked to anybody that could actually corroborate that. If he was, maybe for a little bit, whatever, but he had more of a politician like attitude towards everything rather than he was very selfish towards the middle and ending towards his reign. It was all about him. He was for himself. So, politics always took a turn for the worse because he wasn't really street smart. You get me? You have to play chess. You're making moves that's gonna affect the club's future. Going and going up north, to San Jose, to Los Gatos, to all those the Bay Area. You can't go there because now you got politics, with Southsiders versus northern dudes, and it just got, it got bad. It got really bad to the point where they were down here, some of my club brothers, I don't know, probably like about 2003, they were at a hotel, and of course, they're ex-dudes from the neighborhood up north, and that doesn't fly down here. And PK, rest in peace, got fucking blasted by a shotgun at a hotel because he had a fucking argument, and shortly after that, a green light got put on us over it. So it started getting heated on the streets. And when they put that light on you, ain't no taking it off anytime, unless whoever called it, called it. And I'm not gonna get into that organization. They did what they had to do. It wasn't anything to do on my reign or my watch, but that's kind of what started Doc's downfall. And it was disheartening to see him picking dudes up out of the neighborhood and bringing them on board. We don't do that anymore. That shit got, we don't, dudes have bikes, they have good jobs, they have bikes, they have nice transportation, cars, whatever, but it was just a part of the Mongol history that is just bad history. It was a bad era. His reign was 6 years, and towards the end, it went from bad to worse. We were fucking fighting with everybody.
And the one thing you appreciated about his leadership quality was that he would invite people into their homes. He would make you feel part of a family. But what you saw is that he was getting drunk with power and going to war with multiple fronts, right?
Yeah, and the thing of it was like, I'm active. I was always active as the president for the club. I was always in the trenches, getting my hands dirty, whatever which way needed to be done. Even picking up T-shirts to go get printed on. I don't care. I'm that guy. Right. You know, like, he wasn't that guy. He just felt like he was above everybody, above the law, and did what the fuck he wanted to do. And that humbleness turned into ugliness. And like, in a split second, it was just like Doc was one way, and then boom, he went to just hit another level. It just the power got to his head.
Right.
He started power tripping. And to me, it was just like, bro, you just got to stay humble and kind, because that's what's going to keep you being elected. But it wasn't. The fear and intimidation kept him being elected. And nobody wanted to cross that path. He kicked out.
Right.
He kicked out a lot of good dudes over it, or dudes left just because of it.
Right. So you got to see the good, the bad, and the ugly of a president that preceded you.
Right.
And you were taking mental notes. What am I going to do when I step into the throne, right?
I never had any aspirations to step in the throne. I didn't even think it was possible, because it was nothing I ever wanted to be or try to. It wasn't, I didn't aspire to do that. It wasn't anything I wanted to do. It actually fell on my lap, and I stepped up when I needed to step up, but it was never a vision of mine. And what happened was, after the raids, you know, I was going at it with Doc. I ain't gonna lie. We were going at it. I didn't see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and then he had a hard on for me. And when Doc has a hard on for you, you're fucking down the road eventually. So I tried to mind my P's and Q's. I went nomad, which is a nomad chapter. And I went nomad for about 2 years. And I said, fuck it, I ain't dealing with this clown's politics. I need to fucking cover my ass and stay low, under the radar. So I stood nomad maybe about 2 years, and then Harbor chapter got a hold of me. Harbor chapter, those are my boys, man. We kicked that shit off in Bakersfield years back, and all those guys were just good, solid motherfuckers, good jobs. A lot of them, you know, they did a lot of shit, you know, moved a lot of weight, you know, and did their thing. It is what it was. You know, at the time, that's what they were doing, whatever. And they asked me to come to their chapter. And I actually got voted in to be the VP. And they were a pretty large chapter. They were about 25, 30 deep at the time. And solid. And Doc was a little worried about that chapter. Doc was worried about that chapter and Commerce chapter. Because they had a lot of heavy hitters in that chapter that pretty much didn't take guff from nobody. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I went. It was cool. He didn't fuck with me, because he knew it would have been some backlash. So I hung out there for a minute. Got caught up with some other shit. I got on his radar. And fucking started making my life miserable for me. So Doc ended up, there was a run. There was a lot of things going on. I don't really want to touch on a bunch of stuff, but bottom line, he ended up, there was a run. They took my patch from me at the time, and because I was going at it. I wasn't taking shit from nobody. but I gave it to Largo, and I trust Largo because I grew up with Largo too, and I knew his dad. When I was in the body shop business, I worked on all his Cadillacs. Everything, I had a really good relationship with Largo, solid motherfucker. So when Doc was good, he had done a book, and he was gonna do a book tour. He had stepped down from being the national P at the time, and Largo took over on a vote. At that meeting in Temecula, he had thrown out Roger Penny, Snake, and he said, oh yeah, Lil Dave too. Whoop, meeting adjourned. Like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't go to that run because I knew some shit was going down, and they had already taken my patch, but I was just calling them every fucking way. Hey, bro, when are you gonna give me my day in court? What's going on with you? Nothing, crickets. Largo goes, hey, bro, just chill, bro. I got you. Things are gonna change. We're gonna be good. He threw me out for nothing, bro. I will touch on that right now. But anyways, long and the short, August, they threw him out. 2 months after he started doing his tour, book tour. Largo took over. When they threw him out 2 months later, the same breath, Largo brought me back. He goes, come down to the house lounge. You're back. You're good. Fucking went down there.
Just like that.
Just like that. Because he knew. Fucking Doc had a heart on for me. Because I'm a guy that I ain't going to shut my mouth. And what's right is right. And I'm going to be outspoken. And that's what people liked about me. Like, I had a say. I was a member for years. I came in on the same exact date that Doc did. So fast forward a couple of months, the fucking raids hit. So all this happened within a 6-month period or less. So from June to August to October, boom, the raids hit. The 2008, the infamous Black Rain investigation, which you got to remember, we had undercover cops that have been in the club infiltrating for the last 3 years under Doc's reign. And there was 4 of them. It was ugly. They raided. Largo got taken in the raid, 79 defendants. And the whole premise behind these raids was not only to charge people. The charging indictment was obviously the 79 defendants. The icing on the cake was trying to steal the patch from us, the identities, the trademarks. The Mongol top rocker, the center patch with the image of Genghis Khan riding a motorcycle. That was trademarked. Well, what nobody really knew, Doc fucking threw those trademarks under Shotgun Productions and took the trademarks. Part of his bargaining plea agreement was to give the government the trademarks.
You're kidding me.
I'm not. Dead ass serious.
So Doc took
Yes.
the Brotherhood's
Yes.
trademark and put it in his own private company?
Right.
Wow.
But see, what the government didn't know and wasn't aware of, these are collective membership marks owned by the membership. They're not like Coca-Cola or IBM or Google. Those are commercial trademarks. These are collective membership marks. As long as they're in use, nobody else could use them. You don't even have to trademark. You only trademark so fucking Walmart doesn't show up with Mongols Motorcycle Club t-shirts for $3.99 at their stores. That's the only reason you're trademarking, for infringement purposes. So, bro, it was hectic. So a brother by the name of Martin Guevara, stepped up. Because anytime you have a changing of the guard abruptly within our club, everybody steps up a notch. Okay. So if you're a VP, now you're a P. If you're a sergeant at arms, now you're a VP. So Martin, look, bro, I have nothing against money. I just think he made a lot of bad choices because he's not really, he wasn't really the guy for the job. You're appointed, not elected. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. No disrespect, it is what it is. But he brought me on board to help him. I didn't want that position. As the months went on and elections were coming up, people were asking me, bro, you're very proactive, you're very articulate, why don't you run? We need somebody to help dealing with the case. We have a ton of fucking lawyer issues right now, legal issues. We gotta hire lawyers, we gotta do this, we gotta get our patch back. We couldn't fly our patch, they had an injunction on the patch. So if you got yours taken in the raid, now you're hiding it in the closet. You don't want the feds to come. They had an injunction. They see you on the streets. They come pull it from you, give you a federal property receipt, and that goes to the judge. They confiscate it. It was a crazy time to be from the Mongols Motorcycle Club. And Everybody knew who we were on the streets. We didn't need the patch. They knew when we were the formation, when you're riding, you know, us blocking traffic. Those are Mongols. So what I did was to help out the situation, and this is where people really saw where I was coming from. I said, look, I know some of you old guys don't want to do this, but I made these shirts. It said black and white, Nation at the bottom. So the black and white rocker at the top, Nation at the bottom, the 1%er symbol, because they didn't take that. And I put it was like a fucking patch. Fuck, brothers are like, that's fucking cool. At least you have some kind of identity at this point. You had nothing. So I kind of pumped some life back into the club. Some brothers were cool, some brothers like, eh. But you know what? It was a trip because it was part of our history. Not part of our tradition, part of our history. And to me, that was like being pragmatic, bro. Fucking thinking outside the box. I did that. Who would have thought? You get me? And we only did that for a while, maybe about a year. And then the government saw right, the judge saw right through it, Judge Cooper. Rest in peace, she passed away too, of cancer. She was really fair and impartial at times. And she gave a lot of brothers some love, you know, when they went under her. All 79 defendants were under Judge Carter at first. So what happened was we ended up getting the top rocker back. So now we could fly a top rocker. And then the center came back because she saw right through it. They go, oh, you can't. This isn't like Coca-Cola. The government lied to me. So she gave us our shit back. We were able to fly it, you know, during the time of, you know, we're going to court, you know, pending litigation, all that shit. So now we're back on track. We're moving smooth. Everything's good. But let me back up real quick because I ended up getting elected. Okay, I took the throne from Money. He was mad. He was, why couldn't you wait? I know you're a smart guy. Why couldn't you wait just till the trademark shit's over? Well, fuck, it's 13 years down the road, still ain't over. So you would have been the P, you know, giving away money to attorneys that had nothing to do with it. Because we had a couple of attorneys that he had hired. And I asked him, what's your forte? Is trademark federal law? I was like, you know, is that your thing? Nah, they brokered it off to some place in Texas, some law firm in Texas. And I'm like, so fuck, okay, that's a problem. Because now you're paying some guy to be an administrative worker, cut you out, let's hire a real attorney. So that's when people started seeing, you know, this isn't.
You stepped in with some common sense, but you also stepped in a pile of shit, Dave.
I did because I inherited a shit. I inherited a mess, and it was Doc's mess. So there was, when I got elected, I ran. I ran against, it was Woody and Red Dog, which are old school brothers. God bless them, but they're just like, you know, they're cranksters. They like that shit. And that shit wasn't gonna go, and everybody seen right through it. And they knew I was gonna win. They had a feeling. And I ran against Money, and it was me. So there was literally like 4 of us. I ended up getting, it wasn't a landslide, but I ended up getting elected, and bro, I grew the club from there. But there was, I inherited such a shitstorm that I never had a time to just sit back and enjoy being on the top. Right. It was like constantly with legal issues or growth problems. Like, you know, we're growing, but how do we grow and not get infiltrated anymore? So I brought something unique to the table because I was used to managing a lot of people under my watch because I was in the body shop business for almost 22 years.
Right.
So I always had those management skills. I fucking did the Dale Carnegie class. I was business oriented. So I brought that to the table. I ran the club like a corporation. The way they're running it now without me is like running it like a mom and pop. It ain't gonna work. And they're reverting back to the old ways, which obviously gets you in a headlock. I had the evolve or dissolve mentality. Adapt or die. Because the 1%er scene, they're trying to abolish it by taking our patch. If they take our patch, they're gonna take everybody's patch. It'll be a domino effect. And that's what they're failing to understand. They're going, oh, we're taking it back old school. You know where old school gets you? In prison for the rest of your life. You know, that RICO ain't no fucking joke. We were convicted of 2 counts of RICO. Conspiracy to commit RICO. So they already got, just like gang enhancements back in the day were big for gang members and club members. And at this point, you're dealing with the federal government, not on the state level. They're washing brothers out, 20 to life on RICOs.
So Lil Dave, you're now the president of the Mongols Motorcycle Club, right?
That's
you
correct.
Stepped into a huge pile of shit.
Yeah, I came into office July of 2009.
Multiple raids, multiple infiltrations by ATF
Right.
agents. The club's in disarray.
Super disarray.
It's under federal RICO indictments. It couldn't get any worse for a gentleman to step in as a president, right?
Yeah, you have a lot of work ahead of you. There's got to be a lot of heavy lifting as far as like the legal aspect of it. You have to stay on top of everything. I mean, a lot of the presidents before me, all they did was drink and party. I mean, this is what it was about, that type of lifestyle. But unfortunately, the raids hit. These are different time, different era. We're dealing with RICO, and now somebody's got to really step up to the plate to save the club. Like a lot of these younger brothers that have come in recently within the last 8 to 10 years don't know what the old cabinet was about, the old regime, to what it is now. They had it great with me because I was very flexible, I was very fair and impartial in every aspect of the way the club was ran.
Right.
You know?
And they get the benefit of standing on the shoulders of all the hard work that's been laid down. But we'll get to that a little bit later. What was your first, you mentioned that you brought some leadership skills in. You're obviously very articulate. But what was the first order of business as you stepped in? To focus on the court cases?
Absolutely.
Okay.
To try to get our patch back, first and foremost, because when you're talking to these lawyers, this has never been done before in the history of any one percenter club or the legal system. And this was a novel approach for the government to steal the club's identity, because they know if they could do it to the Mongols Motorcycle Club. We were easy prey anyways. You got 4 guys infiltrating. They picked us because Doc was pretty much letting anybody with a fucking pulse into the club. It was getting bad. It was just like there was no committees in play to do any vetting. These are just walking in, no bikes, there was no criteria. Just, oh, you got a pulse, fuck, come on in. It was silly, the way he did it. So we had to totally turn around everything. We had to put a structure in place. And we have a lot of rules and regulations within our club, and we just had to stay true to that, abide by a constitution, and just try to march forward with the whole legal shit just raining on top of us. It wasn't fun to be a brother back in 2009 and 10. It was it was a David and Goliath fight with the federal government. Who's gonna win? They got deep pockets, and we're limited on members. Where are we going to get all this money for this court case, for all these defense attorneys?
And every other one percenter was looking at you guys, because if you guys prevailed, it would set court precedent for patches, right?
Court precedents and case law.
Case law.
100%. And that's what they were trying to get. And they're still trying to do it. We're in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals right now. And we'll touch on that as well. But at the time, I started a movement. I had to. And we have a thing within the 1%er biker community. It's called the COC, Coalition of Clubs. It was founded by Richard Lester probably just 6 months before I came in the club, because I remember going to one meeting in the city of Norwalk. There was Mongols there, Hell's Angels there, and it was weird. I was like, fuck, everybody's here under one roof and nobody's going at it? It was neutral territory. It was like being in a courtroom. Everybody had to maintain, whether you liked each other or not. It was like truce inside the building. And Richard Lester did a good thing for the biker community per se. He's all about biker rights, biker profiling, save the patch. So we started a movement together, save the patch.
Is the COC just for 1%ers?
No. Great question. It's funny that you bring that up, because somebody was asking me, it's kind of like the way the COC works. You could be a mom and pop club, you could be a Christian club, you could just it's Harley Davidson riders, basically the biker community. And they have, it's really professionally done. It's been going for 25 years. They have COC meeting once a year where it's called INCOM, National Coalition of Motorcycles. And everybody from the whole country comes in. They'll have it in Texas one year, they'll have it in Florida the other year. You know, they bounce around New Jersey, and you get the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, the Hells Angels, the Mongols, the Mongols, everybody. And it's a good way to network too, and meet up with other people from all the upper echelons. So it's a good meeting of the minds. It's a good thing. It's a positive thing. And one of the main focuses, obviously, was biker profiling and the Save the Patch movement. So a lot of people don't know this. I took a lot of time, money out of my own pocket, out of my own dime, to fly all over the country to these NCOM meetings once a year and speak on everybody's behalf regarding Save the Patch, regarding the trademarks. And I did it for years. And I didn't mind doing it. It was a lot of work, you know, preparing. I prepared every meeting like it was like, hey, I'm going in front of people. We're going to talk about this. We're going to educate everybody on what's really going on. Because the way the charging indictment read, it was a criminal. Because the charging indictment in 2008 was all criminal, 79 defendants. In 2013, they charged the club as a whole, an unincorporated association. Mongols Motorcycle Club, an unincorporated association. So therefore now, they should have charged it as a civil case, but they did it as a criminal. Because when we ended up going to court, they were trying, our punishment, our jail sentence, there was nobody going to jail. And the judge kept asking, who's going to jail? Nobody. We just want to take their trademarks. And the way they were going to do it during the sentencing phase of it, and we'll get into that as well. So it was learning curve for everybody to do this case because it had never been done before. So it was new to everybody, even the government. They were trying to figure out ways to keep it going.
So the government was certainly interested in stripping your identity.
Of course. They wanted us off the streets. You know, they wanted to try to decimate all 1%er clubs. And that's what their main goal. Okay, so this didn't just happen overnight in the United States. This started in Bremen, Germany. It shifted to Canada. Wasn't working. It happened for a little bit in Germany, went to Canada, and then it ended up in Australia, which a lot of people don't know. And in Australia, the Finks got hit with it. Same thing, trademarks. They fought the battle for about, I would say, a good 2-3 years, spent a couple of $1 million in attorney fees, because cases like this are not cheap. There's a lot of heavy lifting going on, a lot of paperwork being done, a lot of motions being pushed through the court. And they just got tired of it, and they were reaching out. So for 2 years, we were trying to broker a patch-for-patch deal with the fucking Finks Motorcycle Club. And they came to me, man, and we started off small with a few guys, just, you know, trying to figure it out and getting comfortable with each other. The problem with Australia, we can't go over there, they can't come over here. It's just like Canada. You got a DUI, you can't go there. They know that you're from the Mongols Motorcycle Club or Hells Angel, you're getting caught at the fucking airport and they're sending you back. And it's happened. It's happened to a few of my brothers. And I told them, just don't even try to go there. You're not going to make it. So long and the short, we brokered a deal for about 150, 175 guys to come over in one shot. And the fucking Australia government was fucking fuming. Equivalent to ATF came down here to talk to me about it. Pat McManus showed up to our run in Palm Desert, asked for me to come out with John Ciccone. He flew 17, 13 hours, whatever it is, to talk to me. Mad. What the fuck, you blew our case. They're flipping them up, because now they don't have a case. It's done. They're not Finks anymore. They're not trying to fly the Finks. Now they're going to fly the Mongols Motorcycle Patch. And the government was fuming. And he told me, don't ever think you could come to my country ever.
So John Ciccone's counterpart in Australia flew all the way here
Pat McManus.
just to look you in the eye and tell you, you fucked up the Australian program.
And then he was trying to ask me all kinds of, hey, how are you getting the patches over there? And I'm like, man, that's not my department. I don't deal with patches. That's somebody else in my club. He was fuming. But check this out. They ended up finding the first package of 50 patches we sent, because everything goes through customs. They cracked the box and there was a set missing when they received them. After that, they were like, fuck it, they gave up. and we just shot them all the time. We just ended up growing. I mean, we're a fucking global powerhouse. And I'm proud of it because I didn't do it on my own. I led the charge. I had good people surrounding me, smart people, and we just kept marching forward and making things fucking happen.
Sure.
So we basically, that was the blueprint. And then from there, we went into Southeast Asia, and then into Germany, eventually to Russia. I mean, we're like in a bunch of countries, a bunch of continents now, and we blew up. Like, it was meant to be, but it was gradual progression. It wasn't like overnight, and we were just throwing patches on everybody. We were vetting good, solid dudes.
Right.
And the patch for patch thing is a good thing because they understand the 1%er lifestyle, the culture, the way of life. And when you get guys like that, you have to cut out some bad habits, but it ain't like the average Joe that comes and doesn't know anybody, he's stepping on toes, he's at the bars disrespecting dudes, flying around like he's got a cape on. You don't have to deal with that. So our work was cut out for us in a sense in Australia. Canada, not so good. We tried many times to be out there. It's just, you know what, man, the other team has a big stronghold out there in Winnipeg, all over. It just wasn't going to work for us. Unfortunately, there's some solid dudes, but it's a David and Goliath fight out there too. You know, they're a big powerhouse out there, you know, so we just kind of stood away, but we're growing huge. You know, we're in Singapore. Thailand just blew the fuck up. I've been there several times. Good, solid guys. They emulate our lifestyle like they've been doing it all their lives. You know, the Pendletons, the 501s, the work boots. And it made me proud to see them like that because it was like, dude, you spent so much time and effort getting these guys on board and you want them, it's like it's a uniform, you know, like it's like they're following suit from the way I was taught from East LA chapter. All suited and booted. You're on your bike, suited and booted.
Presentation.
You know? Hell, it means everything.
The way you conduct yourself.
Yeah. Some clubs, they'll wear like shorts, dicky shorts with long socks and bands. That's not our style. We're like, I don't know, to us, it's just, we're like it's a different lifestyle look for us because that's how we grew up. We're in the Pendletons of 501s. But I like that look, you know, it is gangster looking, you know what I mean? It's like, it's how we look, how we dress. It's part of the program.
Every president becomes a target, right?
Of course.
You not only become a target from federal agencies, not only from rival gangs, but unfortunately from people that want your seat inside your own organization, right?
Yeah.
So walk us through the time when you start to see the cracks in the porcelain in your own group and you start to see that people are starting to envy your seat.
So for the first, so the way it works, we have elections once a year. If you're a good P, you'll keep getting voted in. That's just the way it works. The membership, we're a democracy. So I just want to let everybody know up front that I'm not putting out any club business here. It's public record, public knowledge. Everything that we're saying has been in court transcripts, been all over the internet. We've had Lisa Ling following us. So everything that we're saying or speaking on, you know,
is public record.
Is public record. So it's nothing. I'm not airing out dirty laundry. It is what it is. You're talking about leadership and everything, and people, you know, everybody sees where we're at. We built this, you know, club that is very interesting from the outside looking in. We're all over YouTube. We have these big parties, stripper parties. We're at strip joints. It's part of the lifestyle. So people start to see that and I'm like, I could do what Lil Dave's doing. I could do this. I could do that. Let me run against him. So back in the day, there was a member. He ran against me. He thought he was gonna win for sure, bringing the old school card in, LA Mike. And I was confident that I was doing was right and I was looking out for the best interests of the club. That's how I was looking at it. And I won by a landslide. And everybody was high-fiving each other. Nobody ran against me for the next, 6 years or whatever, 8 years. I don't even know. It was a long time. And then you have people around us that are in my cabinet And you could tell they're jockeying for power just by some stuff they're saying. Or are you going to keep me around for the next year? That's weird. Why do you keep bringing that up every time when it comes close to elections? They want to see if they still have a seat in the cabinet, because there was a little bit of I don't know. It's just like you get that vibe. You know,
they're putting out their measuring stick, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you start to feel it and hear it. And some of the stuff that they would come with me, I'm like, fuck, I haven't heard that. Well, if you heard it, it's not true. And it ended up being true. And recently, about, I don't know, like 4 years ago, there was a chapter president from Harvard that ran against me, and somebody that was sitting in my cabinet for a few years. I never really trusted him. And you know what? If you want this job, fucking here. Fucking take it. It's a thankless job. But you're not going to run it the way I did. And if it's not a smooth transition, you're going to fall flat on your face. Because it took me years to be where I'm at. It took me years of conditioning, and it was a progression. It wasn't just like I slapped all these hundreds of guys on you, and this is how you're gonna do it. No, I had to crawl before I walked, walk before I ran, and it took time. And it was 200 guys, 300, 400 here, there, and then we started, growing, blowing up out of state. But to just drop that on somebody's lap, like, oh, you think you could do a better job? No problem. I don't think so.
You got to
no
climb
problem.
every rung to get there.
And it wasn't an easy climb. There was some bad days, some good days. And in between all that, you're fighting a case. You're dealing with law enforcement harassment. And that's why I always stood in my lane with this John Ciccone, because you have to. You get on his bad side, oh, bro, I've seen him he destroys people's lives. He's done it to a lot of other clubs. He's done it to our club. And I just was like, bro, like there's a way to handle this situation without divulging information or saying you're cooperating. Bro, everybody knew I had a relationship with this guy. He showed up to all our parties. He was the lead investigator on our case. It's a no-brainer. But these guys don't understand how to work politics and do this and, the harassment issues with law enforcement, you know what I mean? And there was a lot. I personally been in a lot of harassment situations where I was on the curb for 2.5 hours on my way to a national run. I was leaving the national run, I get arrested. They said I had a warrant. I didn't have a fucking warrant. Whoops. And I had to go to Banning County Jail. It's like, bro, I was a target. So when people say otherwise, I beg to differ.
Tell us a little bit about John Ciccone. He's showing up to every rally,
everything,
every event. He's just now a fixture of the Mongols. He's just there. He's making his presence known to you.
Yep.
So we could do two things. We could go pop his tires in the parking lot.
You're a fool.
Or we could be cordial with him and work with this guy. And when I say work with him, I mean be cordial, be respectful. That's it.
That's all I ever told anybody. And like, it was no secret. He would come to hey, where's Lil Dave? And I was almost to the point, hey, you guys want something to drink or something? Like, I would be funny.
Have a beer, John.
So there was one time I told the prospect, hey, get these 2 drinks and take them outside of that dude in the truck, just to fuck with them. Just like somebody would be funny and bring some cop donuts. Hey, I know you're looking at me, boom, like you see in the movies. Look, bro, I'm a character. I have my times where I get heated, but at the most part, I'm a fun guy. And I think, dealing with him, you have to deal with him the right way. And like you just said, it was about respect. It's a two-way street. It's like the movie Heat, where Robert De Niro and Al Pacino are just going at it. That's the best analogy I can give you. It's like that back and forth. I'm gonna catch you, and if I catch you, you know what's gonna happen. And I knew it. Like, dude, those are things I knew what the job entailed. I know what the repercussions and the consequences would be if I stepped out of line. That's why I not only was covering my ass all the time, I was covering brothers' asses all the time.
Right.
Like a brother would get in a fucking fight at a bar, and we knew the owner of the bar, and the owner of the bar would call us and say, hey man, your fucking dude was out of line. So we'd check that brother, and it's like, bro, we're not checking you. We're just like disrespecting you, whether it was or not warranted. Bro, you're gonna end up in a headlock. You don't think Ciccone would be down at that bar the next day trying to put a case on this fool or somebody in the state?
Right.
Like sheriff's department or something? They're always looking to fuck with us.
Right.
Why give them that hand? You know what I mean?
Right.
Why? You might as well just go cuff up yourself and go to the fucking station. You know, it's like stupid.
Right.
It's counterproductive to what we were trying to do. We're trying to save our patch. You know what I mean? Our reputation is solid on the street. We don't have to go beating people up on bar stools.
Right. You guys already made your point.
Done.
People all over the world respect the Mongols.
Respect.
And there's nothing but respect. And you as a president had to have a cordial relationship with John Ciccone. It's very important. If you told him to fuck off, gave him attitude, he'd say, all right, Dave, all right, I'll show you what I can do. So you had to play him. You had to keep your enemy close, bro. It's that simple. This is Sun Tzu shit. Keep your enemy close, right?
That's correct.
Now, the other quote that I love is the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
That's right.
And this leads right into a phone call that was made public where your wife, your beautiful wife Annie,
right,
is trying to deal with you in a manner that a scorned woman, a woman who's gone through so much pain,
right,
was talking to you on the phone and said, Dave, I want you out the life.
right.
In which you repeat, Annie, we only have 1 year left with John Ciccone, the devil I know, the devil the club knows. Tell us about your thoughts, your feelings when you were trying to, and I know you were inebriated. We all know that, right?
Yes.
Tell us
very inebriated.
Tell us your thoughts when you were pleading to Annie during that phone call. Walk us through your thoughts.
So I've had this conversation with Annie in the past. She goes, how much longer are you going to be the sitting president, international president for the Mongols motorcycle? We've talked about it, our future moving forward. I did my time with the club. And my response, not just to Annie, but members of my cabinet, is like, when my legal obligations are done with the club, then I'm done. And everybody knew it because I've been telegraphing it, for months and a couple of years before dude gave me a heads up. So I had already been doing it, telling everybody. So I was just like, 25 years is a long time. I was going almost 25 years, and being a sitting president for fucking going on 13 years is a lot. It weighs heavy on you. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. And it's not easy. And people think it's so easy. It's not.
It's not.
And so my thing, I fucked up. I had some infidelities go on in my life, and I shitted where I ate, and I never should have done that and disrespected my wife. She didn't deserve it, and I did it out in open public, and it was just a bad look overall, and disrespect to my family and my wife. And when I got back from Rosarito, shit wasn't good at the house, and it just kept getting worse by the day. And I was served with a fucking restraining order. And I was at my wit's end, man. And, I've talked about this on other channels, and it was just, I was living a good life, so I thought. I was on top of the world, and it all came crashing down, over this mistake I made in my bad choice. And I had to get around it somehow. And drinking wasn't helping, but I was almost homeless, man. Some brothers had offered me, hey, come down to the house, but I just kind of wanted to be by myself at the time, because I was going through it, and I didn't want nobody to see me in that way. I really didn't, because they held me the highest regard, and I didn't want to have this club see me as being weak. I'm supposed to be leading the charge, and to look weak, it wasn't something, I couldn't do it. So I just had to figure my shit out and figure it out fast. So because Annie and I had talked about an exit strategy for the day, because I don't want people to think I'm just leaving the club and leaving them high and dry and like fend for yourself now, because my deal was, eventually when I did leave, I wanted to hand the torch off to somebody that could run with it.
Right.
You get me?
Right.
Somebody that I could have transitioned into being me, grooming them to be me. Because it's not easy. And I would have stood as an advisor to help out. Because we brought this club so high, for somebody to just come take it and run it into the ground would be a disrespect, not only to me, but to the club as a whole, to the Mongols Motorcycle Club. As much as we built, not only that, we're still dealing with the club situation. So to me, I was like, I didn't want to lose my wife. I didn't want to lose my family. I have a good thing here. I fucked up. I was thinking with my dick. So.
But beyond that, Dave, you were putting the club, the brotherhood, before your own family.
I was. And that's what I started realizing when I'm sitting in a fucking motel room by myself, day in and day out, not eating, tripping on this whole situation. And I started calling Annie. And I started calling her, and she wasn't having it. So I was like backed in no corner, and I started fucking losing it. I was feeling like I was gonna fucking just do some shit I was gonna regret and make a bad situation worse. So I was at my wit's end, and I was just frustrated and drunk, and I had just gone a week before that to pick up all the property with George Still and a prospect down at the federal courthouse. At the federal ATF building in Glendale, part of my job. And John Saccone had given me a heads up. He goes, hey, bro, like, you've been doing a great job with the club all these years. And, you know, we've had a cool relationship. Everything's good. But, you know, there's going to come a time and place where I ain't going to be around. And we've been cordial. We haven't been knocking on nobody's door, fucking with your people. Because for the most part, he wasn't fucking with us, bro.
Right.
There would be harassment, times of harassment for parties and this and that.
But he was keeping an eye on you guys.
He was always keeping an eye on us because he was the lead investigator on the case. He had to. But you develop that rapport, you know, especially seeing him in court all the time. He's, hey, what's up? You know, like, what's up?
Sure. And the next guy coming down the pipe would be some young guy.
You don't know.
Trying to make a name for himself.
You don't know. You don't know.
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
Exactly.
And that's what the understanding was as you spoke to Annie.
Exactly.
Why Annie sent that videotape to one of your, I'm going to put this in quote, brothers,
right,
was because she was so scorned and so sickened by your behavior.
Right.
She wanted you to elevate outside of the life. You were destroying your family, Dave.
Right.
Your marriage, your children, the grandkids. Everything that meant something to you was being withered away.
Right. My kids hated me. They all blocked me. I couldn't get a hold of shit. My kids,
Your own
nothing.
kids hated you, bro.
One of my arguments when I talked to my daughter, Brittany, I said, look, man, I paid a lot of money for my son's attorney when he was fighting his case. I helped out my daughter when she needed help with her custody battle. I was always there for you guys. Y'all are shunning me. Y'all are blocking me. You're all acting like your mother. Like, I feel like I was despondent, bro. I was fucked up. And I didn't know how to deal with the situation. I'm here dealing with grown-ass men, grown-ass legal, you know, RICO cases, and I could deal with that because I was in my comfort zone dealing with that. It got to the point where I honestly thought I was gonna lose Annie for good. Like, she was just done. She did that, put that restraining order on me, and I was like, and she blocked me. So I was just like, what am I gonna do? Start climbing over walls to get her attention? So it took me calling my daughter, and my daughter putting her on the phone, and I was fucked up, and I was just pleading with her, like, you know, it was a private moment between her and I.
Very private moment.
Super. Never thought it was going to be put on blast and it go viral ever in my life. I didn't even know she was recording me. But in that conversation, I was just, look, I'll quit the club. I was planning on jamming anyways. It was a wrap. After the legal obligations were done, I was done. And everybody knew that.
You were going to turn the club over to the right administration and fade out when Saccone faded out as kind of a clean transition.
Why wouldn't? It's the best of both worlds.
It makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
Dave, I know there's a lot of protocols, rules, and regulations in the one percenter culture. But just as a civilian, just the bro code states you never enter a man's home if it's just his wife there. If she even invites you in, you say, no, I'll wait outside. I'll wait for my homeboy to come through, right?
Yes, sir.
Why in God's good green earth was this video of Annie that was submitted to one of your club brothers ever released in public? How did this happen?
Well, what happened was when she released the video, it was early morning hours of 4th of July. And she had released that video, and I didn't know about, she had sent something to my phone, but I thought she was fucking around. Like, I thought she was bluffing. When I got up the next day, it started hitting me like, did she really do that or what? So by the time, there was some other stuff that transpired that morning that I fucking flew off the handle and went to the house besides that video and started pounding on the fucking front door. Well, I was not supposed to be there. It was Sunday morning, 4th of July. And the neighbor heard me banging on the door and called the cops. So I jumped in my truck, drove down the street, and they had me at the light, at the stop sign actually. And I ended up going to jail for violating my restraining order. So they had me at Temple City Sheriff's Station all day till like 10, 11 at night. The brothers waited for me outside, Menace and Nico. And they were waiting, bro. They had clothes for me and everything, man. Those some good fucking brothers. And they just waited for me. And I bailed out. My bail, I think, was 20 racks. So again, the stuff the bad information that's going on about me being cooperating, I'm not walking out the back door. I'm bailing out once again. And yeah, Menace told me, he goes, hey, your old lady sent out a video. I go, I know, I heard about it. Because she had sent me like just kind of like the verbiage on what she was putting out. And it got sent to Santos and Menace. Menace was like, yeah, well, it's between you guys. It's a couple issue, you know, like husband and wife deal. That's a real fucking brother, a real man. He took that video and kept it private amongst me and him. He's in my chapter. That's what you do. And let me deal with my wife on it. Well, Santos showed it to Bobby D, and Bobby D fucking ran with it. Like, we got him. Oh, you know, all these years he's kissing my ass, fucking being a good old boy, and fucking, obviously I'll talk more on it and elaborate, but it was a heated conversation a few days later when he calls me on speakerphone. But he in turn sent it publicly to another outlet, Insane Throttle. And he admitted it to me, it came from Bobby D. So he's the one that perpetuated this whole motion of fucking putting private shit out publicly, not only disrespecting me, but putting my integrity and my reputation at stake by putting it out there on social media.
So Bobby D was the catalyst by sending this video to Insane Throttle, which is a biker platform that discusses 1%er clubs.
Right.
And I believe it's the same platform that couldn't believe you're discussing club business, like how you're violating the protocols of the 1%ers, yet you asked for this to be internalized. You wanted this to be inside the Mongol Nation, and kept at church, so to say, right?
Right. I mean, everything that Annie had put on that video, whatever, everything was refutable. Like, just ask me. Let's talk about it. Let's have a sit down like we normally do. That's protocol. I always told everybody, I'm accountable to this club as a whole. I'm not, even though the ceiling stops at me, I'm the head guy, I'm still accountable to the membership, my actions and everything. So it wouldn't have been an issue. There was proper documentation to prove that that was an erroneous fucking video that she put out with erroneous information per se.
Right.
It wasn't true. She was scorned. She was fucking pissed at me.
Furious.
More so because I was somewhere where I shouldn't have been the night before, and she caught me. So she was fuming.
Why didn't the administration call you and say, hey, Lil Dave, this looks funky, man. Explain this to me. Explain why is Saucony going to protect us for, just walk. Why couldn't they do that, bro? Explain that to us and our audience.
The only thing that I could think of, and I told Bobby D on the phone while he had me on speakerphone with a bunch of brothers from other chapters in his office, as he normally does, and basically said that, hey, you need to step down. Step down for what? What are you talking about? I really hadn't even seen the video, so he sent it to me, and I looked at it, I go, and what? And what does that prove? I go, we'll have church, and we'll call it a day. Click. So we ended up not having church. They supposedly had a meeting without my knowledge or consent. I'm the fucking head of the organization. I'm on all the fucking corporation paperwork. I'm the representative for the club. So rather than think everything through and say, give me the benefit of the doubt, the respect that I'm deserved, they just fucking, oh, you're out. Oh, I ain't out. Because the way it works, I have to be present. Because we run this like a corporation. And a corporation, you just don't take the CEO out like that. It has to be a fucking vote. And it has to be a unanimous vote. And they didn't do that. Because they knew Bobby D's trying to climb the ladder for years. For years. And everybody warned me about him. But because I'm a fucking nice guy and I give my brothers the benefit of the doubt and I'm about unity and brotherhood, I always just, you know what? Fuck it. Just, it's cool. It's cool. He knows better. Nah, he took it and ran with it for his own personal gain and interest. And to finally get me out of the fucking picture. I don't know what his agenda was at first, but I'm starting to see it now. Because the guy who's on top right now ain't really around. Bobby D's pulling all the strings right now. And it's becoming an issue. He's running the club into the ground. He's not, I was an active president. I was an active brother. I was always in the trenches hanging out with my brothers. Always on the street. Always everywhere. You invite me to a birthday party? Your old lady's pregnant? Fucking baby shower? I'll be there. I'd be there with my wife. Just hang out, chill, whatever. Represent and support the brother. And this guy knows better. And he betrayed my trust, my love for this club. I mean, this guy's a pile of shit. And why he's still around after I got paperwork on him, fuck it, it's beyond me. I don't know. That surprises me, to be honest with you, but whatever. It is what it is.
Explain to me why Bobby D would be talking to Annie about a personal issue that involves you and her, a couple's issue, why would, you think back to the movie Casino when Sharon Stone's character runs from
right.
Bob De Niro into the hands of Lester.
Right.
And Lester's consoling the woman in that. Explain to me how that's even beyond brotherhood, just on a man code thing. Is that acceptable in biker culture?
Fuck no. It's taboo.
Is it acceptable to send out personal couples issues to other platforms?
Absolutely not.
So
I look at, bro, I take care of my shit in-house. That's always been. Even though I shit it where I ate, it is what it is. I'm gonna take ownership.
And you're talking about your affair that you had on Annie.
I'm gonna take ownership. I fucked up. And a lot of people got hurt in the process. It is what it is. And I'm moving forward. But at the time, it was just like, the way he did it and facilitated my wife's move out of Rosarito that day, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that at all.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Unbeknownst to me, you know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
It was when that incident happened in Rosarito, she left. She left that morning or that night. I don't even remember. It was, I think, early morning, whatever. And she bounced back to Cali. And I didn't know she was even gone, to be honest with you. I thought she was just in somebody else's room with another brother's old lady or whatever, because we had a good relationship with a lot of brothers and their old ladies. But at the end of the day, she bounced. And it wasn't until, a few weeks later, oh yeah, Bobby D got me out of there. Why would you get her out of this? It's none of your fucking business, you fucking pile of shit.
Why would you export another brother's wife out
You
of
don't.
out of a run or
You don't.
yeah, that's just in civilian culture, it's a no-no.
Yeah, if you're from the streets, you know better. You know what I mean? It just would have never happened, and that's part of our protocol in our club.
All right.
Like, you should never be contacting my old lady or
Right.
talking to her, texting her,
Right.
especially for something like that.
I think everyone can agree, including all the 1%ers out there can agree that's a no-no.
Yeah, it's fucking straight out of line.
Yeah. And so Bobby D has basically he ran with this, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Is
100.
that he took this moment in time to Game of Thrones you, so to say, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's really what's occurred. So your beef is not with the Mongols Nation whatsoever.
Not at all.
Your beef is with an individual brother
That's right.
within the organization that tell me this. Is there a way in 1%er organizations where if you have a beef with a brother, you can handle that beef between two men? Is there a method to do that, or is that too much club business right there?
No, I mean, everybody knows, like, in the club, because I've gotten into with brothers back in the day, only one. It is what it is. It happened. But it has to be like the ultimate thing. Like, we got to take our patches off and go in the backyard.
Okay.
It's not the norm. It's an anomaly, and it happens once in a while, and when it does, it does. But, you know, like, there's been a lot of chatter out there, go handle Bobby D. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, his day will come, bro. Trust me when I tell you this. His days are numbered anyways, whatever. But at the end of the day, he fucked up. And he was always jockeying for power. He's that guy. And he found a way to remove me out of a situation. And unfortunately, you had some brothers believing on what he was saying. I even had a brother call me. I remember like it was yesterday. I was in front of a fucking bar because I was going through it. And he called me and he goes, we were going back and forth, and I was heated. And I brought this dude in the club, and we're going back and forth. And he goes, hey, Dave, we don't need a video. I mean, we don't need paperwork. We got the video. No, you do need paperwork. There ain't no fucking paperwork. You seen a fucking video from a scorned woman that it was edited to make me look stupid and make me look to questioning my integrity, my reputation. I go, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? And we just went on, and then come to find out, he's number 2 now. So everybody had an agenda. They were all moving up the ladder, and they didn't want to lose that if I came back. Right. You get me?
Right.
Everybody had their little, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dog.
And you kind of read, you had a crystal ball when you said when the rat jacket didn't stick, which it didn't.
It didn't.
And the consensus is Lil Dave is no rat. Lil Dave was not cooperating with Ciccone outside of the realm of just being cordial and club president.
Right.
And moreover, in a declaration, John Ciccone states that Dave was not a cooperator, a confidential informant.
Right.
And he did that under oath.
He did.
Now, let's say he never did that under oath. Point to one arrest, one shakedown of the club from the agency that would lead back to something that you would say, arguendo. Let's say you were a cooperator. Has anyone been arrested, Dave?
No, not a one person. It baffles me that people would just keep pushing that agenda. It's like the herd mentality. You just got to go with the flow, because if not, you get retaliated on. So everybody, like, they're rooting for me, but in the same token, they don't want to get their fucking hand slapped either, or fucking get thrown out of the club. And that's what this cabinet has been known to do.
And I don't blame the brothers that just want to, the nail that sticks out gets hammered in. They want to fly low. I appreciate that. But what I don't appreciate is that you never got your day in court, in Mongol court.
Right.
And now you're being ridiculed for coming on platforms such as this to clear your good name. You've been a 25-year member in good standing. Your name is gold on the streets. Now, when you noticed that the rat jacket wasn't going to stick, you said, "Watch, they're going to come for me after
I
monetary, economic
I
shit."
said that. Now
And
I'm a thief.
Sure as shit, you're a thief
A
now.
fucking, either I'm clairvoyant or these guys are too predictable.
Let's talk about misappropriation of funds. No, I totally hear you. We all hear you. Let me ask you this. You're president, international P of a big
Right.
organization. There's some fringe benefits involved, right?
Of course.
Walk us through some of those fringes.
Fringe benefits, I want to get my bike painted. People know who I am. Hey, you know what? You have a big status. I'm going to do this candy paint for you. Instead of charging you $7,000, I'm charge you $2,000. But tell everybody I did it for you. You know, it was their way of like, you know, giving back. But, you know, I'm the same. Fuck, I'm going to take advantage of that.
Sure.
Getting parts for cheap or whatever. There's a lot of little
We
things.
can write off a few meals here and there.
Exactly. Or go to the bar, people are buying you drinks. But not to the extent they're trying to make it. But again, the lawyer's pushing that as part of what's going on. It's transpiring in court. And that's what I want to kind of...
What lawyer are you talking about?
Joe Yanni.
Joe Yanni, okay.
But I want to say this. I don't want to seem like I'm coming on this platform and beating a dead horse. I didn't even want to do this platform at all. But because what's come up in federal court, now you're bringing it out in public. And who's fucking behind it? Joe Yanni and Bobby D. And they filed some paperwork, which we're going to touch on. The club's not even aware of it at all. They don't even know this paperwork's been filed. So basically, the club's squandering they're squandering the club's money to pay for something that's fucking frivolous, has no merit, is baseless, and is going to be refuted on our show. We're going to hold court today. Trust me, we're going to hold it right now, and we're going to go fucking line by line and figure this all out, and people are going to see shit for what it is. And that's why I'm on this fucking platform, not to air dirty laundry. You put my fucking business out there, putting that fucking 45-page motion in play. You get me? That's federal court shit. I pulled all that paperwork from Pacer.
And we've got this motion. We're going to show this motion with your permission.
Absolutely, but I want to say one thing. I'm glad they did it. I was mad at first. And then I'm thinking, fuck, this is going to benefit me. Because now, people that need to do sworn statement and declarations are doing them. And all it's going to do is vindicate me and exonerate me of any wrongdoing. So it's going to help me. So now I'm thinking, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Here's my fucking time to shine and really throw it back in these motherfuckers' faces.
So in essence, Joe Yanni basically laid out the blueprint for your
Perfect.
road to redemption.
Thank you, Joe.
And
Perfect.
it's laid out with even numbered lines.
Perfect.
Right?
Let's
Okay.
do this.
So let's dive into this United States District Court for the Central District of California. It's the United States of America versus the Mongol Nation. And Mr. Yanni is saying that all the hundreds of thousands of dollars of legal fees in a pre-existing case are now out the door because Mr. Lil Dave was infiltrated the defense camp. He was a confidential informant. Right. What would it be in Mr. Yanni's interest to dig up all these old bones?
Okay. I'm going to tell you what the motivating factor. There's two. One is money off the top, 100. He's trying to get a retrial, which is probably never going to happen because the evidence is not there. He's putting together some, so he says, facts, which he doesn't even reference police cases, numbers, nothing, just incidents right around same timelines, which I pulled my live scan from the Department of Justice that outlines every fucking arrest since I was fucking 17 years old. My juvenile record is sealed. I did a lot of time in and out of juvenile hall, whatever, it's sealed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even pertain to this, whatever. So moving forward, all my arrests, the dispositions on the case, cases that have been adjudicated in a state court that are now on that, plus all my paperwork documenting every case that I've been through, the lawyers that have taken care of my cases and I didn't walk away from. So all this frivolous motion that the poor club paid $50,000 for, they're basically exonerating me. I'm good, thank you. I appreciate you. I deserve it.
But the brothers need to see this.
They need to know about it. They have to. Because It basically is a witch hunt to continue fucking with my life. I'm staying in my own lane, minding my fucking business for 8 months, kept my mouth shut, haven't been on no platforms or outlets since October. And I did it right before the run in Miami, so brothers could fucking line up and listen to what the fuck I'm saying. And they ended up telling everybody in the all members meeting in Miami, don't believe anything Dave said on the podcast. No, believe everything I said. It's all true. But the timing's funny. Look at the top, the case. When did that case get filed?
12/10/21.
The motion, I'm sorry, the motion got filed.
12/10/21.
Okay, 2 months after October. So you know who's pushing that? Bobby D. Oh, he put my business out there. He caught me talking to federal agents at a McDonald's restaurant in Downey. He's mad. So because Joe Yanni got fired after the case, and we're going to touch on why, he has an axe to grind with me. Bobby D's obviously got an axe to grind. So they filed it a couple of months later, and the club don't even know about it. They put out a group text recently, laying some stuff out, saying that some stuff recently transpired and we're going back to court on a retrial. First of all, that's bad information. Going back to a hearing that the judge set for June 22nd to hear it, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed a retrial and you're not going to get all your fucking money back. It's a way of Joel making money off the club again. His egregious billing is why we fired him.
Were you the first club to fire him?
No, the Vagos were the first because they saw right through him and they were done.
So the Vagos picked up some janky things going on with Joe.
Bad. And they got tired of paying his fucking exuberant fucking bills. They're egregious, whatever.
Now, tell me, is there a lot of malpractice if you have several junior attorneys review your work?
I think it's a problem. I think it constitutes ineffective counsel because I sat in that fucking trial. And for me as the client to always pass notes to the defense to try to figure shit out last minute means you were unprepared. You have junior counsel. His daughter was not licensed at the time with the bar. She hadn't even passed her bar. Charles Cardinal, one of the junior attorneys, had just passed the bar. I mean, it was a shit show.
Right. Dave, in this document that I'm holding, and we're going to put this up for everybody to see. And this is public record, guys. Yeah. For all the guys saying that Dave's spilling, inside info, this is not. We're just going to package it for you. Dave, you totaled your Mercedes-Benz, and how in the hell did you not get a DUI because you were drunk off your ass? Did you call John Ciccone for a solid?
Nah, man, that's not the way it happened. I mean, in my defense, I had been drinking all day. It was a Monday, and I was having a bad day, whatever. And I got home. The brothers brought me home. We were at a bar, all of us. And I'm prescribed Ambien. And I popped an Ambien, took a shower. I was waiting for my food to come. My old lady ordered me some pizza. It was taking too long. So I took it upon myself to get in my car, on an Ambien, sleeping pill. I went up the street. I banged in 2 cars, a trash can, another 2 cars, a pole, another 2 cars, 6 cars total. Got down Baldwin Boulevard, fucking hit the curb. Fucking car caught on fire from the sparks of the rim. And I couldn't go no further, but somebody was following me, watching me do all this. Some fucking bystander. They were calling 911 on me. I don't remember shit, bro.
Did you flee the scene?
Huh?
Did you flee the scene?
No, this is what happened. The police report that I gave you says that I fled the scene. It was a hit and run. I couldn't flee the scene, motherfucker. The car was fucking done. It was destroyed. It was on fire. I have pictures of it. And the car was engulfed in flames. And the witness said on the police report that I opened my door, I looked like I was out of it, and I just started walking. I guess that would be constitute leaving the scene, but I was just like walking like nothing. And then the fire department came, they said, hey, come here, I want to talk to you. So I went over there, I talked to them, and I don't fucking remember.
You were dazed, disorientated.
So I didn't even know I hit the hospital that night. I had no fucking clue. I woke up in the cell. I woke up, fuck, man, where am I at? I was so disoriented. And I knew I was in jail There was a locked door with a slit in the window, in the door, a window. I'm like, fuck. And I'm banging on the door. Jailer. She came and she goes, hey, you're finally up. I'm like, how long have I been here? She goes, you've been here for a while, but you were Arcadia Methodist. We just brought you back. And I'm like, really? And she goes, yeah. And I go, what happened? And she goes, well, you hit a bunch of cars. And I'm like, fuck. I go, what is it, like a DUI or something? And she goes, yeah. And I go, fuck, did I kill anybody? She goes, nah, you're lucky. It's all property damage. I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah. She goes, I'm going to book you. You've been here long. I ran your live scan. You're good. No wants, no warrants. Book you for DUI. I'm going to let you go. Like, all right, cool. Come to find out, there was an ex-brother. He's out in good standing. He's dead. That was his niece. So she got me out fast. You know what I mean? Because most jailers, they just jack you off. You're in there for 10, 20 hours, whatever.
Right.
So, fuck, bro. You know what I was wearing? Some fucking Ugg slippers, a pair of Jordan shorts, a fucking T-shirt. It's the middle of July. It's like 100 degrees at 9 a.m. when they released me. And I had no money, no phones. My phones, I didn't know at the time. I thought the fucking feds got them or the cops. They ended up being underneath the fucking, because when I was hacked, all these cars, they were on the center console, cup holder, boom, they flew underneath the fucking pedals. So I thought, oh, these guys got my phones, they're gonna drain me, I'm fucked. So fuck, the only number I know is Annie's. She wasn't answering. Dude, I did the walk of shame all the way home, bro, for like fucking 45 minutes walking through fucking Arcadia, and that's where I live. I'm like, fuck. I caught a DUI. I was ordered to pay a pretty big fine, couple grand or whatever. I had to do 3-year summary probation, 117 hours community service, all the DUI classes. So just everything on a normal DUI. It was considered my first DUI because my last one in 06 in Palm Springs at the National Run for the club, I caught one over there. Fucking drank 2 Red Bull and vodka. CHP chased me. I got caught up.
So you had to do alcohol school?
Yeah, I had to do it every fucking Wednesday night for 12 weeks. Fines.
All right.
Fucking 117 hours fucking community service. It was ridiculous.
And we have those docs. Can I post those docs in the links? All right. 100. It's going in the links. You're at Nicholas. You're slapping a little ass. You're doing a little sniff. Cops roll in, man. Yeah. You're partying with your brothers, your compadre. Sir. So the date, Nicholas, just so you know, was 11/22/2011. And we had just passed a bunch of, it was Thanksgiving week. We passed out like 150 turkeys at the Gloria Molina Rec Center in East LA. And a bunch of us were like, fuck it, let's go party. So we went to Nicholas, the strip joint in East LA on Gerhardt. And we were having a good time. My compadre came. He wasn't a brother yet, Big G. And he came. It had been a long day, bro. So we went in the restroom and we fucking did a bump. You've been drinking all day.
Fuck all day, bro. And we did a bump in the restroom. And while we're in there, fucking around doing a bump, the fucking place got raided. And it got raided. The cops, the sheriffs came in. And they detained us. They took us outside and they couldn't find the shit. And he had like 1.5 grams left and he had put it in his hat. I didn't even know where it was at. We didn't find out until we went to the police station and they stripped us. And mind you, we got arrested and detained, but we were never charged. There was no police report because it was a fucking gram of coke in his hat. Look at my live scan. The date matches the date of my the incident that they put in the report.
Right.
It matches. It doesn't, because the thing was, Bobby D was spreading the rumor that, oh, he got busted with a gun, he's a felon, blah, 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 blah. You know what? It wasn't a gun, you fucking dumb shit. It was a fucking gram of coke that wasn't on my person. It was on my compadre's person. And the police report states dope, HS charge.
Thank you.
HS,
so there
detainment.
was no pistol.
Right. And it's in my live scan.
We're going to post that.
East LA Sheriff, please post it. That's the Nicholas incident.
So, Dave, when you and the brothers get rounded up at Nicholas, where do you guys end up, in a tank or what?
Yeah, so what happened was they couldn't find the little, it was nothing. It was a little fucking thing of dope. It was coke. And they take us to the police station, me and G. And they finally found it when they strip searched us, and they found it in his hat. But on the live scan on this paperwork, it says HS, which is dope. So it said that we were detained, and we're obviously going to put it up on the screen because this is one of the ones, one of the incidents that were in question, obviously, that Joe Yanni filed this paperwork on. So there was 4 incidents. We're down. This is the second one, and the proof's here. It wasn't a gun. It was that. So long and the short, we hit the cell. 8 hours later, we were gone. Once we got cleared, and then somebody came and picked me and Lefty up. I mean, me and G up, and then I got on the horn with Lefty, which was my sergeant at arms at the time. I love that brother. He's fucking solid as fuck. And he goes, "Hey, bro, you're out. Good. All right, cool." And he goes, "I don't know if you know this, but fucking, I don't know who you talk to." And I go, "Bro, tell me what's going on." So he's telling me, he goes, "Yeah, Bobby D's fucking being a snake, telling everybody you're busted, you're never coming out, and you got busted with a gun or something." And I'm like, "What, bro? That's not true." And I go, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're done. We're out." And I have a brother with me to corroborate it. He goes, "Well, he's calling everybody to fucking vote you out the next day or something." I'm like, "What the fuck? I should have known he was a snake then." You know what I mean? So I kicked him out of the chapter. I called him up immediately that night on the phone, 11:30 at night. And I said, "Hey, motherfucker, find a home. I'm out. You're out. Get the fuck down the road." So we sent him packing to another chapter.
Well, Dave, why didn't at that point you kick him out of the club? I don't understand. That's a
I'm
huge
not that
violation.
Guy. It's not a good look. It's not a throw-out offense. And because I'm so fair and impartial, I didn't throw him out. I could have probably, but yeah, give him the benefit of the doubt. He was having a fucking moment, whatever. See, that's what I mean. This guy's been jockeying for power forever. You know what I mean? So he's just a fucking snake. Rather than try to earn it, he tries to fucking backdoor me like he did in this fucking... This is the second time. He's like a repeat offender. But I should have seen the writing on the walls. He ended up coming back to our child, not by me, by my number 2. And he even said he made a bad judgment call. But you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is, again. And, you know, the proof's in the paperwork, man. I got paperwork. Paperwork's everything. In the joint, everywhere. So... with that being said, it's just, we're going to go line by line and do the other 2 incidents, and then we're going to have it for everybody to see and knock down this theory once and for all that I'm some type of fucking informant or cooperator, because I'm not. That's the bottom fucking line.
And everybody knows you're not. But
yeah, exactly.
But now, Dave.
But because they put this motion in play, now I got to defend myself and refute everything on there, which I'm doing now. I have to. I'm a man, and you're not gonna fucking rake me through the coals, put my reputation at stake again. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because you, Joe Yanni, have an agenda to make money off the club again, and Bobby D has an axe to grind with me.
Right. So we know you didn't have a pistol at Nicolas. And you're guilty for doing a little sniff and having a little party fun over there, okay?
Yeah, so hey, the biker lifestyle.
We know you went through a DUI process and you did alcohol school, fines, the whole bullshit.
The whole shebang.
And we've got the live scan to prove that.
Live scan to prove that too.
But we have to deal with another incident that occurred in Palm Springs.
Correct.
Where you threw a can of beer with about a third of beer at one of the security guards there.
Well, let me back up. I didn't, the intended target didn't get hit. The security guard got hit because she dove in front of it.
How'd she dive? Like, what'd she do?
Like a Secret Service person protecting the president.
Taking a bullet for the president.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. And apparently Annie, your wife, beat the tar out of some girl in the bathroom.
Yeah.
How did Annie get off that one?
Well, it's so funny that we're making light of a bad situation. But the bottom line is this. We were at Coachella weekend at the Hilton pool party. They love us at the Hilton because we always throw a party there once a year. They generate a lot of revenue when we go there. The brothers have a great time, the best pool party in town, we're good. So this idiot kept cutting in and out of our cabana. And I told him, one more time, I'm gonna throw you in that fucking pool. I was with brothers, they're old ladies, and another homie from the neighborhood, cool as fuck.
This guy had some balls, right?
Yeah,
this kid.
He had like long hair. He's like a younger kid, whatever. Doesn't have to, I'm about respect. Just you cross somebody's path, hey bro, Spansa, whatever. So, bro, he did it again to fuck with me. And as the time I fuck, all right, motherfucker, boom, I push him. He's going back, flying into the pool, smacked Annie in the face in the process. Annie tries to swing at him. We all go in the pool. Okay? It's funny. So I'm like, fuck, shook. I'm in there. I'm trying to get up out the water. I jump out, and Annie went around the pool and starts socking dude in the head. Boom, boom. He can't even get out. She's bombing on the dude. So then she walks away, comes back to the cabana, and I'm going over there, but then the brother and the homie got him, and they say, hey, man, chill. Just get the fuck down the road. So he jammed. It was done. It was over. So I guess we went upstairs real quick. That's where I got the can of beer, because they don't sell cans of beer at the bar. So I had the can of beer and I was drinking it. And we went to the Harvey's in the Hilton lobby to regroup. So we're drinking. I have the rest of my beer. They ordered stuff. And Annie went to the restroom with the brother's old lady. And in the restroom, there was an altercation. And I can talk about it because the statute of limitations are up. Done. So they came out, there was a bunch of commotion, and I hear Annie talking shit. It's that dude again. And he's by where you check in to the lobby. And I'm like, fuck, man. And by then, security's coming. They're breaking everybody up. And he's talking shit. I'm like, motherfucker. I was mad. I'm going to come to the honor of my old lady. You know what I mean? I'm going to come to her honor. That's my baby. So I went over there, and I was heated. And she'd do the same for me. And I couldn't get to him, and he kept mouthing off. Well, fuck it, I chucked the fucking beer, and it went boom. And the fucking lady went boom, it hit her. She's the head of security. She ran security all weekend at the Hilton. She has a private security company, okay? In the course of her duty, she got smacked in the head with the fucking can. Whatever. So Palm Spring PD gets called, the police report that I gave you supports everything I'm saying. Fucking cops come. They pulled an okey doke on me. They go, hey, David, come here. I was at the bar, regrouping. Hey, I want to talk to you. They took me around the corner. There's like a little hallway that leads outside. They go, put your hands behind your back. I'm like, for what? They go, assault with a deadly weapon. Assault with a deadly weapon? She goes, yeah, you threw a fucking beer can. We seen it on a video. Ah, fuck. Fucking cuffed up. Fucking took me. Next thing I know, I'm in the cell at Palm Springs PD. Here comes Annie. In the next cage next to me, because they're cages. And they don't book you there because of budget cuts. So they gang unit came, took a bunch of pictures, and shot us to Banning County Jail. I had a $25,000 bail. I had to bail out, fucking assault with a deadly weapon. So, and mind you, this is right before the trial. So Joe Yanni gets a call from the AUSA, Christopher Brunwyn, and he says, hey, your client's acting crazy in fucking Palm Springs a couple of months ago. He goes, I'm going to send you the paperwork. And they were going to try to introduce it as part of me wilding out and put it in the case. And we're like, what the fuck? And I was looking at the fucking police report because Christopher Brunwyn emailed it, and it's timestamped and everything. I gave you the proof. Emailed it to Joe Yanni. He knows all this. He knows that they never filed charges because no victim, no crime. Nobody wanted to press charges. It clearly states that in the fucking police report. They didn't give a fuck. It was mine was a felony. My old lady was a misdemeanor. I hired an attorney to cover my ass. And then he goes, you know what? I can't take your money. Let me just keep, checking on and see for you. I'll do that for you. I'm not cool, whatever. So then all this is coming about. The trial's going to start. And Joe sends me that. He goes, hey, and it says it in the call to discuss. And I said, yeah, it was a minor altercation, whatever. It shouldn't be an issue. And you could tell the detectives kept calling the victim, the girl that got hit allegedly by Annie, but it wasn't her. And they kept trying to press the issue. She said, I'm good, thank you, have a good day. It says it on the police report, done. No case.
So John Ciccone didn't pull his ATF strings to get you out of a beer can incident.
How would he even do that if there's a victim involved? What are you going to tell the victim? Hey, David's a cooperator. We're just going to let this one ride. You know what they tell you? Go fuck yourself. It
sounds ridiculous.
It's really ridiculous. But again, this is the third incident. So let's talk about the fourth one.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why would Dave remove himself, Roger Penny, and John Ciccone as witnesses in a trial?
Okay. I'm glad you asked. I thought we were going to talk about the fourth one, but that's fine. We'll get to that. The racetrack incident.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Okay, so that's the other email, and I printed the 2 emails that, first of all, Roger Penny's out of the club bad. I don't want to see him. We gave him a warning. Hey, stop fucking doing documentaries. You're making the club look bad, whatever. He went out bad, whatever. That wasn't my choice. We all voted in. There was other stuff. I'm not going to put it out there because it's club business and it's private. But there was other stuff that sealed his deal, but whatever. So out of 100 people that Joe Yanni was trying to get to testify, he kept pressing the issue for me to testify. And I said, look, bro, I was already told by my cabinet and Mike Muntz, another long 40-year member of the club, bro, you know where all the dead bodies are buried at? We're not going to let you testify. It's stupid. I'm not going to get myself in a headlock or incriminate myself or catch a case over this shit. I'm not. I'm the head of the snake, head of the organization. I go, we have other brothers that could articulate whatever needs to be done in court. And I got 2 brothers to do it. Reluctantly, they didn't want to do it. Nobody wants to take the stand.
Who would want to do that?
Exactly. Yeah. But you're fighting for your patch. And then we're going to ask questions about club history, this and that. No-brainer shit. Why would I go up there? It makes no sense. Well, the other person that we excluded from trying to testify, and it wasn't done right away. It was done after the fact. It was John Saccone. He's the case agent. But we all talked amongst each other, the legal team, and we all said 3 federal undercover agents already testify. A 4th one's going to testify. You have countless numbers of law enforcement from Pomona PD to Riverside Sheriffs to fucking East LA Sheriff. You have a gang of law enforcement already testifying on behalf of the government on the cases that they're retrying now from '08. Why do you want to sit there and badger somebody? Because I'm going to get the shit end of the stick. This dude's going to come after me fucking balls on the walls and let me have it. Like, I already know. Is it a reason to fucking say no to him testifying? No, but the club doesn't need the harassment. And that's what would have happened. We were worried about what was going to... There was no need anyway. What was he going to bring to the table that the undercovers hadn't already testified? Hand-to-hand buys, fucking drug dealing, fucking... brothers buying straps from brothers. Like, all the case was made and done. So everybody agreed. And you know what Joe said? I'm going to get him on the stand and fuck him up, badger him. He just get badger him, fuck with him. Like, well, you're going to take great pleasure in that? You know what I mean? Honestly, all along in the trial, I didn't think, honestly, like, I was trying to be optimistic. But when you see the videos, because I have all the discovery, and the videos were horrible. Like, brothers did some crazy shit, but some wasn't justified. You know, like barroom fights, motherfuckers getting cut up in the face. I could talk about it because they're already convicted of it. And to me, the jury sees that. Oh, it's a no-brainer, bro. You're done. It's a wrap. Right. And they got us for two counts of RICO. I mean, it was a no-brainer, bro. Just alone, the hand-to-hand buys with the undercovers testifying that they sold dope to brothers and vice versa, it just sealed the deal. Right. It sealed our fate.
But what was Joe Yanni's legal strategy to bring John Saccone back up on there just to put a exclamation point?
Yeah,
you know,
basically.
It doesn't make sense.
It was silly, bro. It was him to say, hey, I'll let him have it. Like, come on, bro. Like, honestly, it was counterproductive to have put him up there. It was during Christmas break, the defense, we were going to rest our case, and we didn't want to piss off the jury. We talked about it. Andrea Ailes, which is fucking Joe Yanni's stepdaughter, Charles Cardinal, everybody that was Steven Stubbs, we all agreed, man, bringing him on board last minute to testify would have done nothing but harm us even more on the case. That's all it was.
Right. Now, tell us about the other incident. I mean,
okay, real quick on that incident. It was an incident that happened at the Santa Anita racetrack, okay? I had invited a club brother. Him and his wife went. My brother-in-law runs horse races. He owns thoroughbred horses. And his horse was racing at Santa Anita racetrack. I'm not a racetrack guy, but I went to support my brother-in-law. Okay?
This is a real bougie event, by the way.
Yeah, first 100. We had the banquet room, the director's banquet room. It was full open bar, food, good food. And I wanted to share this experience with one of my club brothers. My brother-in-law's wife's brother was there, which is his brother-in-law. He's from the neighborhood. He's a neighborhood guy from Whittier. And I guess there was some heated exchange of words. Somebody disrespected somebody. And mind you, everybody's loaded. We're drinking. We're having a great time. Open bar. And I'm doing something and I hear a crash. The brother pushed his brother-in-law into a glass, I don't know, some fucking glass fixture and shattered it everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go running over there, and I have this as part of the discovery of my case because I got fucking filed on. And the video shows me being like, hey, cool head, fucking trying to like be the mediator, back everybody off. And it stopped because security all came, kicked us all out. Well, when they're kicking us out, they're being fucking rude. And they're fucking pushing us down, and it's a long flight of steps. It's on a massive incline. And you get to the bottom of the walkway to go out of the fucking facility, and the sheriffs are just being dicks. My little niece, Annie's niece, fucking cracked one of the security in the heads with a fucking house phone, and it was on and cracking after that. And bro, it's my family. Just like I would back up my brothers, I'm gonna back up my old lady
100%.
and her family. Not giving a fuck about the consequences. So I get to the bottom of the steps and here Annie goes flying, her shoes go off. And I was like, fuck, I nutted up, bro. And then they had her fucking handcuffed and I'm like, what the fuck, this is happening so fast. I get surrounded by fucking 12 security guards because I fucking pulled out a knife. And I told the fucking dudes, I go, hey, whoever comes up is gonna get hit first. So they got funny, they got real close and they started spraying me with mace. And then they fucking bum rushed me, bro. They like rat packed me.
Break your ribs.
Yeah, so there goes the knife. Fucking, I'm on the floor and they're beating the fuck out of me, right? And I turn and I see Annie on the floor and they're fucking with her. Fuck, bro, this is a true story. My little nephew told my old lady, like, fuck, Uncle Dave was like the whole, I picked like 4 of them up because I was so angry. I was so heated at what they were doing to my wife that they fucking slammed me down even harder, and some dude just started putting the boots to me. And they're security guards, bro. And they start kneeing the fuck out. I busted my rib, my eye was busted, I was full of mace.
Damn.
They call Arcadia PD. They had me hogtied, literally all fucked off. Fucking dude's boot was on my head, fucking to everybody, they were taking pictures. And they were like being just straight up fucking gangsters with security badges, you know? Fucking idiots. So Arcadia PD, they come and snatch me up and take me to the cell. And I passed out on the cell. I couldn't breathe. Fucking mace all in my face and let me wash it. Fucking ribs are busted. I went through the ringer, you know? So the paramedics were called. They took me out of there. They took me to Arcadia Methodist, was right next door. I didn't know my old lady got arrested. I heard she was wilding out in the security office, throwing shit at the security guards. Everybody was lit. We were having a good time. So they do work on me and they're like, oh yeah, your ribs are busted. Oh, fuck, all right. They have me fucking shackled to the bed and I'm fucked. They go, you know what, but we're good. We're gonna come have somebody come photograph you, fingerprint you, out of here. And all right, cool, fuck it. So my daughter came finally like a couple, 2, 3, 4 hours later, whatever it was, fucking put my shoes on, fucking jammed, went in front, waited for my fucking, my wife to get out of jail. But bottom line, I caught a case. We both hired an attorney. We drug it out for a couple of years. We did preliminaries on it, preliminary hearings. The cops, not the cop, the security car, you know, it's part of the preliminary, just see if they're gonna file on you. And they ended up filing on us. So we drug it out, and then we took a plea deal. I got brandishing, it was a brandishing a knife, and that's a misdemeanor. We chopped it all the way down to disturbing a peace, which is an infraction. So I got, the DA was not happy. They were mad. They wanted me to take it to the box. I already know if I take it to the box, I'm probably not gonna win because these motherfuckers are lying already, you know? The preliminary hearings showed that. And I didn't want to drag it out no more. You know, I had a fucking club to run. I was going through shit, so fuck this. I took the deal. It was fucking $500 fine, infraction. I'm done with what I signed. So again, I've handed over all the paperwork, even a letter from the lawyer.
We're gonna post it.
Please. And it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Done.
It was just filed down to an infraction. You lawyered up too. Let's get that straight. You lawyered up.
But if you look at the paperwork that Joe Yanni filed, again, saying that I got the jail.
It was a Ciccone moment.
Yeah, come on, bro. All smoke and mirrors.
Right. And it was something that, you know, you could wiggle out of a lot of times. These are illegal
Dude, it wasn't a shooting. It wasn't some dude got stabbed. Dude, these are minor offenses. They're
Right.
not fucking gonna put me away for the rest of my life.
And again, I go back to, even if it was a major offense, Saccone is not going to stick his
He doesn't
neck
give a
out
fuck.
to come and get you.
Why would he?
He wouldn't.
Why would he?
And that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand, but they will after we post the receipts. We're posting the receipts, and that's just how it's going to go
Perfect.
down. Now, Dave, let's talk a little bit about, you basically are now in a situation where you've never gotten your day in Mongol court.
Yeah, due process,
You've had to conduct court in the court of public opinion
of course.
on platforms such as this. So you're really, your name has been cleared in the sense that, all right, Dave, you're not a rat. All right, that didn't fly. But guess what? When we took over the Mongol Nation, there was $12,000 left in the bank accounts. You drive a big body Benz. Annie dresses beautifully in Gucci and drives a Benz wagon.
A G-Wagon.
You've got jewelry, the Daytona Rollie. I mean, Dave, it all points to you siphoning money from
So
the
they
club.
say, yeah.
Explain to us how you have always been somewhat of a successful hustler on the streets.
Always.
Walk us through your finances a little bit. Vindicate yourself on the finance.
100. Like, just if anybody knows me, even people know me from back in the day, in the 90s, when I was doing my thing. That's how I caught my federal beef. I made over $1 million in 90. I was a fucking 21, 22, 23-year-old kid with all this money. So I've always had that hustler mentality, and I always wanted more and better for my family. I was always trying to find the next hustle, and at the end of the day, bro, we've ran together a successful bail bond business. I mean, that's a given. We file our taxes every year.
Yeah, but we looked into your bail bonds business. The LLC's been dissolved.
Right. In 2011, we dissolved it and turned it into an S Corp, which was because of CPA asked us to. And not only that, for tax purposes, but the Department of Insurance doesn't allow any bail agent to be an LLC. They came down on us for that. So we dissolved the corporation, but my wife has had an active license for like 13 fucking years and an impeccable fucking reputation in the industry. And I do some heavy hitter bonds, $750,000, million. I've done over $1 million bonds. Just alone, our embroidery guy had caught a case for the club, the embroidery guy, the patch guy, and he caught a case. We made a lot of money on that case because he kept getting new charges, and every time they upped his bail. And that was, the club knew about all. I mean, I always shared, hey man, I made some good money off Randy, blah, 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 blah. And he pays, he's got good credit with me. I bailed out of many brothers. So for them to bring that up and say that's Joe Yanni and fucking Bobby D.
No one's really saying that you can't have a bail bonds business, and who better to go to but favor of brothers.
I'm gonna tell you another source of income I was coming through with. Well, I partnered up with a really good friend of mine. I was having some business dealings with him. He owns a successful dispensary in the Orange County area. And I was working for him. I was making a little money here and there. It wasn't a little, it was quite a bit, but whatever. And I learned a lot from that man. He's a good businessman. But Bobby D knew about that. He even asked me one day, hey bro, you got an office over there? I'm like, bro, I pop in and out. A lot of stuff we do on the street, we're mobile, we're doing shit. And it doesn't always, we're meeting at the lawyer's office. I was helping him with some legal stuff because I'm pretty versed on the legal aspect, being in a trial for 4 months and dealing with the RICO shit for 13 years.
You're like a lawyer now.
I'm up to speed, bro. I really am. I mean, if I really wanted to put on a case myself, I could probably do it with the right tools. But getting back to the bail bonds business, look, bro, they brought up all this shit. Oh, you got this $300,000 G-Wagon, you got this dually 150, you got all these. Yes, I do. And the majority of the stuff is all leased on credit. It's the American fucking dream. I'm not paying it cash with the members' money. You have to have good credit, and you have to have your, able to substantiate your income in order to purchase these high dollar vehicles. You just can't go in there and say, hey, I run a successful bail business. Can I get a $300,000 loan for a car?
No, they
It
check
doesn't
your
work,
income
bro.
sheets.
They
Yeah.
check your income, prior credit. I got Gold Boss credit. You know, my wife and I over 700-800 fucking
You've
FICO
got great
score.
credit.
I
You
got
lease
great
them
credit.
and you write off 100% of the lease because you're a small business owner.
Exactly. It's a
So-
no-brainer. So what they're trying to bring, okay, you couldn't put the rat card on me, so now I'm a fucking thief. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Dave, did you ever take money from the club?
Yeah, I did when they owed me money back, reimbursement. But other than that, I never took a dollar from this fucking club.
And when you say reimbursement, you'd party out the whole brotherhood, man.
Right,
You guys,
many times.
beers on you,
Beers
drinks on
me,
Dave.
drinks.
Yeah.
When we go to rallies, pay for all the parking, all
Right.
the admission. When we have shit at the clubhouse, we use the money for fucking giving back to the brothers, bro.
Right.
We never fucking use it for our own personal gain
Right.
or for our own, like a piggy bank.
Were you even able to touch the money?
Bro, the only money I touched, bro, was shit that we had to pay for the lawyers, for the fines, anything to do with legal stuff. A lot of the times I would help out with the fucking patches because brothers were working and I had a flexible schedule being a business owner. And I would
Right.
be it, bro, I'd go
Right.
ask any brother, hey, I ran into brothers down in downtown LA picking up 7, 8, 9, 10 dozens of shirts to go get them printed on. I was that guy. I wasn't above helping out or doing grunt work. I was always in the trenches helping this club out.
Right. And that's the sad story is
Yeah.
that here you are, you never touched the paper.
Yeah.
And when you got a reimbursement, it was because you were partying out the club and having a good time.
Flights.
And
For my
flights and little
flights, for my
incidental
lodging.
things. Yeah. And
It's shit that's why the kitty was formed.
right. And
To
help-
fucking reimburse for shit that, you know.
Right.
Let me tell you, chapters have their kitties. They sell t-shirts. So when you go to a rally or you go to a bar and it's boys' night out, they take it out of the kitty and pay for the fucking night out. That's what it's for.
Right.
You
And-
give back. You know how many times we've been at the Mariscos, my bill's 1,800, 2,000 with a gang of brothers, and we fucking, don't worry, bro, got it. Yeah, did the club people? Fuck yeah, they did. I'm giving back to the brothers.
But that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I
is-
remember one time I was with Commerce Chapters, like 30, 40 of us. We're at fucking Dames and Games. And fucking the bill was like 3, 4 grand. Put on American Express here, boom. And everybody's like, fuck yeah, Dave, gracias. And they knew, brother. It's like, bro, there was no fucking hiding. You know what I mean?
It's a club expense, man.
Exactly.
I mean, and that's what it's all about. That's why we patch into clubs for those moments, that brotherhood, that camaraderie.
Exactly, bro.
All right. So no money was touched. You're not a rat. What's left, man?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna throw at me next.
I mean, you know,
It's silly,
it's
bro.
sad, man, because you grew the club, and I know you don't take all those flowers yourself. It was
can't.
you put a team together. You provided leadership structure.
Yeah.
You brought it out of the dark ages
did.
into this international, and the Lisa Ling thing. CNN. I mean, man, you know, just on the sidewalk looking at it,
Yeah.
it was cool to be
It
a
was a
Mongol.
marketing strategy.
It was
bro.
cool to be a Mongol, man.
Yeah.
And it still is, but it's just about the leadership, right?
Yeah, making right choices, trying to keep the brothers out of jail, prison. Look, bro, we're not Boy Scouts. We're a bona fide 1%er club. And at the end of the day, I don't want to see my brothers go to prison. I love my brothers, bro. I love hanging out, partying with them, doing our thing. And if I could prevent them or help them not go to jail by teaching them the right way, look at, bro, I treated these brothers like my students. I really did. And at the end of the day, I always looked out for them. I always wanted the best interests. I always had their best interests at heart, always. And I still to this day I do. And I'm gonna continue that any which way possible.
So, Lil Dave, you know, during your tenure as president, international P for the Mongols Nation, you created a really well-oiled machine. You grew the club internationally. You did things that were massive marketing tools, like the Lisa Ling thing, and you brought Middle America and and the Mongols into the living room of Middle America. You made it cool, sexy.
Household name now.
Household name. You got rid of all the informants in the club.
Yep.
Things are rolling nicely, and unfortunately, this is a story of massive betrayal. A scorned wife.
Yeah,
A man trying to hold his family together.
that's right.
It's a movie, bro. It's a fucking movie, okay? But let's talk about the current state of affairs. Bring us up to speed. Have your patches your tattoos, have they been asked to be removed and collected?
That's funny you say that because I'm still getting tattooed. My patches I have several. I'm not gonna go into detail. My jewelry, my all Mongol paraphernalia. I have a lot of stuff still. I mean, it's part of my history and my life.
No one's asked for it back?
Nah, okay. I haven't got no calls from anybody from this cabinet, this current cabinet. It would be in their best interest to start communicating with me because they're going downhill fast. And at the end of the day, they're being led to the slaughter by this fucking attorney that all he worries about, his money motivates him. And at the end of the day, it's gonna put the club in a bad situation because right now they filed, the court case for the club is in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. We're waiting on some stuff. I'm still well versed on it and well informed because I go on Pacer, okay? They put the horse in front of the carriage by filing that frivolous fucking motion that has nothing to do with anything but somebody trying to line their pockets. He puts there that if we could retry this case, he would like $1 million in attorney lawyer fees. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow.
What a conflict of interest, right?
Yes.
But what a conflict of gain to use you as the reason for a retrial.
Exactly. And keep stepping on me to try to still keep draining the club for money. Like, I know what his average pricing is for motions because I dealt with him for fucking 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it's been. So I can just imagine how much he charged him for that motion. It wasn't even written well, had misspelled words. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
Giuliani, you spelled defense wrong.
Yeah, and he's desperate. He's desperate because he's at the end of his career. You know, he had a good career. He should have just left it at that. It's like that ball player that fucking, his stats are good and he keeps coming out of retirement trying to make more money. And it's fuck that, bro.
Right.
Like, and he's using me to do it.
Right. Dave, did the U.S. Mongol Nation break away from the international Mongol?
Not yet. There's a lot of talk going on, and I really don't want to touch on that other than...
Fair enough.
Look,
Fair enough.
Man,
these are
shit's going on behind the scenes. That's all I want to say.
After being pushed out, is there a beef between the Vagos and the Outlaws? Or is that kind of...
I don't want to talk about that.
Fair enough. Are you starting a breakaway club with Mongols loyal to you?
Again, I don't want to speak on that.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you talking like maybe a separate faction? No, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. Rumors of the HA Vagos Outlaws looking to recruit you. True or false?
I've had other clubs ask me to go patch for patch, and I've declined respectfully and politely. They know I'm a mover and a shaker is why. But I look at, bro, my heart's with the nation. I love my club. I love my brother. I would never put, bro, I'm blasted all over with Mongol tattoos. Like, that was my life. That was my lifestyle for years. I would never, that would be a portray slap in the face to my club.
It's like Russell Wilson in a Denver Bronco uniform. It doesn't look the same.
Yeah. I'm a Mongol for life.
Right.
Mongols forever, forever Mongols.
And that's always been the truth about you. And there's a lot of current brothers that know you're a solid brother.
Fucking love me still.
They love you.
They look up to me, man, and you know, rightfully so, man. Like I on this journey, I met a lot of good brothers, a lot of good people, just even outside the club, other clubs. You know, I met a lot of good dudes, man, and you know, I was just like, my reputation was impeccable, and I think it still is. It's intact. It got tarnished a little bit along the way, and you know, we're just here trying to repair and mend fences right now, and figure shit out for my future. Right. I'm in a good place right now. I wasn't in a good headspace back June, July, August, September.
Right.
You know, I was going, my hand was smashed. You know, my outlet was to train, work out at the gym, and just ride my bike, and I couldn't do none of that. So I was just like, oh, I was just frustrated. Right. But you know what I've learned, life lesson this. First and foremost, I know my family's always gonna be there for me. It didn't seem like that at first. But the longer I was walking the road of trying to, you know, get back in the right headspace and try to clear my head, you know, I had to cut out alcohol for a while. You know, I haven't fucked around with any dope or nothing. You know, that was never really me. It was just always accessible because it was part of the lifestyle.
It's part of the life.
You know, and
yeah.
I turned it off, bro. And in order for me to move forward, I had to cut a lot of people out of my life that were like crabs in the bucket. They don't want to see you do better. They're just like negative people. And I had to go through this experience to finally realize and see who's who. And my family's always been there. Even though I was a piece of shit and I did what I did, I can always count on my wife and my family and my kids.
She obviously loves you because she gave
and
you
I love
a
her.
pass. Bro.
I love her. And we've done a lot of things. You know, we did some counseling and we're still continuing to, you know, try to get this behind us. And I'm trying to get it behind us. And then I have to relive it with stuff like this brought in a federal court against me and my character. And I'm going to defend my character when somebody's trying to assassinate it.
As you should.
100. I wouldn't be a real man if I didn't. And if I go away licking my paw, like everybody paws, they'll be like, oh, he's guilty. I'm not doing this to be an attention whore. I'm doing this to clear my fucking name. Keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth, Bobby D and Joe Yanni, and I'll be good. I'll stay in my lane. I'll be done. I didn't want to come on this platform and do shit. But rightfully so, I had to, as a man.
Right. You've mentioned several regime changes over the course of the Mongols' history. What if the tides change and it's a pro Lil Dave regime? Would you come back?
Respectfully and politely, no. But I would help and be an advisor because the club can do it on their own. It just won't be as good as we had it. I'm not trying to fucking toot my horn, but beep beep. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. We did it. It took us years to polish our image, but we did it. And I'm happy for the times I've had. I'm happy for the times I helped the club and lead the charge to where we're at today. There are accomplishments. Some people, regular civilians, wouldn't understand it unless you live this lifestyle. But I wouldn't come back. I'm sorry. I'm just in a really good place now. We're launching a new business. It's going to be a family business. My kids are really interactive on it. I don't want to say what it is because we're almost there. And I just want to keep that private. And when I blow up, because I know I will, because when I put my head to something, and I got a fabulous wife that is smart, she's tenacious. Beautiful. And she has really surprised me how much she's grown in the last few months too. Just with her spiritual path and everything that we're doing together, we're growing together and getting this behind. So I want this club to be my rearview mirror as far as the leadership or what I'm doing. I'm just done. Like 25 years, that's a long time. You know, I thought I was gonna die a Mongol. I'm still gonna die a Mongol, but it's not active. Right. And I'm hoping one day down the road, everybody will see how passionate I was about bringing the club to where they're at. Risking my freedom doing it. Dealing with law enforcement when people at the top don't even want their name on the trademarks. They're like, oh, I don't want that under my name. I don't want to, you know? I didn't care. I put my neck out there, my face out there. I was the face of the club for 13 fucking years. And everybody knows who the fuck I am. That could go good or bad. But at the end of the day, they'll never take that away from me. That's my footprint. You could erase pictures off our website. You could threaten people to take shit off their fucking IGs. But at the end of the day, you're not going to fucking erase what I did. I did it and everybody knows I fucking did it.
Right. And there's a couple of individuals.
But with help of my brothers. Right. I never did it by myself.
And there's a couple individuals you have a beef with, but give a message to the current Mongol nation, the brothers in the nation. What do you want to tell the brothers over there, the good brothers that don't want to get caught up in this bullshit, right?
In the politics.
Right.
Look, all I want to say is just hang in there. Just keep your head up. Just keep running the program, doing you. Mind your P's and Q's. Don't step on your dick. Just keep marching forward. Keep making me proud because I see you guys on IG and some other platforms or outlets, and I'm still proud of the club. I'm still proud of what I helped design, and I'll never turn my back on this club, ever. And I just want to leave it at that. I wish them well and hope everything works out for them. I know we're going to win our patch back. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But with stuff like this coming in the middle of it, it's counterproductive. They're squandering the club's money when it doesn't need to be squandered. This could have all been fucking hashed out in an hour meeting like you and I have been talking. It's easy peasy.
Right. If I'm out in public and I'm a Mongol brother, can I come up and approach you?
Hell yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And it's happened many times.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of incidents went a little sideways, and they're trying to make it seem like it was one way when I know it was really another. And, you know, I don't shit where I eat as far as bars.
Right.
I know a lot of bar owners, and I took it upon myself to try to get ahead of the situation and call a brother out and say, you know, if there's an issue, we could just take it to the restroom. He wanted to take it down the alleyway, and it would turn into something different, but that's neither here nor there, and that's about it, bro. But ain't nobody stepping to me, bro, and I'm not trying to act like a tough guy.
No, I know. And I didn't even mean it in that way. I just meant like if I was a brother that just wanted to chop it up with you.
I welcome it.
Just on some man shit.
All good.
Okay.
Bro, I don't have a beef with the club, and the club shouldn't have a beef with me. They're pushing this narrative, this false narrative that I'm informing and I'm this and I'm that. Now, there was recent raids that went on, and I want to touch on this real quick before we finish up, in Colorado.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, how convenient. Those brothers were already getting hammered. Detectives were knocking out their doors already, telling them that they got them pinged on fucking cell phone towers. It was inevitable. You get me? They've been under investigation for that shit that happened in Colorado, and I wish them the best, because one of my good close brothers got caught up in that raid, and I feel bad. It's fucked up, but it's part of the biker lifestyle. And it's unfortunate. Now that everybody's fighting the case, but I'm hoping that they'll get that money and use it towards their defense to help them out, try to get out from under them. Because there's a lot of good brothers that got caught up.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Dave, when one door shuts, another one opens.
Many doors open, for me anyways.
Let's talk about your wife's biggest request was for you to get out of the lifestyle of drinking, the drugs, the infidelity. Now that you can see clearly, how is the relationship with you and Annie? Is it moving forward in a good way? In a good way.
We have our mastermind sessions every morning where we drink coffee and we talk. A lot of it has to do with the new business we're launching and keeping our bail bonds businesses going. You know, bail bonds been a little slow across the board because of this LA DA Gascon. He does a catch and release. All these dudes are getting out on ORs, and you know, these offenders go out to repeat offend again. So it's fucking up the bail industry. And we've been wanting to dabble into other industries, and that's what we're doing. And we're blessed and fortunate to have people that believe in us, believe in Annie, because everybody loves Annie, and giving us a leg up on the industry. And we're just moving forward and having a good time doing it. And this only made our relationship stronger. And I feel like it's divine intervention. And I feel at this point that after everything we've been through, it's just gonna make us stronger.
Right.
And it really has, because I've cut down on my drinking, bro. I don't drink fucking, I save it for the weekends. And if that, me and her are having brunch. That's my ride or die. Bonnie and Clyde, any which way you wanna do it, she's there for me. And I'm gonna be there for her. I'm never gonna disappoint her or my family ever again. It wasn't worth it, bro.
Right.
It wasn't worth it in the long run.
But it was worth it, and I'll tell you why. Because you guys are such a power couple.
Right.
Had Annie not put that video out there, you would have never been able to cut back the grass and see where the snakes are.
What a good analogy. Hell yeah. And you know what? Fucking well said. Fucking love that. And you know what? If you would have asked me July, August, September, October, fuck, the club did you dirty. Yeah, fuck yeah, they did me dirty, man. Fuck that. But it wasn't the club, it was certain individuals, the cabinet. Ask me today, and I'll tell you, nah, bro. They didn't do me dirty. They did me a favor. Because I'm a better person today than I was last year when I was going through all this shit. I'm good now. I'm at peace.
That's righteous. Lil Dave, thank you for coming through,
man. Thank you for having me, man.
We appreciate it. Respect to you.
Appreciate you.
And respect to the Mongols Nation.
Good. Thank you.